What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Meta Champs, and welcome to week 2 of the UPA Pokemon Association, where this week we'll be battling Fist to Your Doom, aka coach of the... what was their team name again? Oh right, their team name is... The Cult of the Mighty Root and Toon Seal, Bash Militia Bros, and their evil twin starring Mega Reggie Metallics, proud member of the Plant Gang and happily watered in Jazzy Tears, who is currently being held up by this clock while his dad drives his brother to safety in Sonic the Greninja's Green Hill Zone home, and Orwaldo yeets his son Igglybuff to meet them there with save him from Kabutops, who is snipping the manly bits off everyone in the PGP against their will, while his good pal Rubula tells J-Cap to cope, cry, and LARP, and the Honest Don, Sandstormers, the Honest Tusk, and the Honest Treads join the fray, and Registeel rides off to the sunset with his favorite haunts, and oh my god, is that a guest appearance from the best Generations 9 starter Quaxley and Mirrorbee's Elite Go to Dance Squad. This Pokemon Draft League team is sponsored by Hats and the Random Omega. Shut up despite the hate, you'll subscribe. I'll show you why they call me Fist to Your Doom! For the record, that added around like 40 seconds of commentary. In my opinion, it was worth it. I'm extremely excited to take this team on, because this coach and this team are extremely terrifying. What? My opponent's team consists of Fluttermane, Rayquaza, Tinglu, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Nekentera in this league, Sky, Goldengo, Terapagos, Cantonian Arcanine, Sudowoodo, and finally a Hypno, both of those last two Pokemon also being able to Terra. This team has some very heavy threats, Tinglu being an extremely OP wall, the terrifying combination of Rayquaza, Fluttermane, and Sky, and even the 1-point Terra Captains could be a threat if not properly prepped for. With that being said, I think I've really cooked with this team. It's JUMPLUFF Gaming, baby! This team is meant to make Terra Ghost JUMPLUFF shine, as this Swords Dance set and coverage hits nearly everything on my opponent's team super effectively, while also outspeeding most mons and being immune to extreme speed. Sticky Web's Araquanid helps with this immensely, as Terapagos is the only spinner, and we can't do anything to an Assault Vest Annihilate. The rest of this team is meant to chip mons down, set up hazards, and prevent setup sweeps. If you'd like a more detailed team breakdown, then consider checking out my Ko-fi page, where you'll find 8-minute team breakdowns for all of my battles, as well as receive access to battles early if you become a member. Any support you're able to give is always immensely appreciated. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and head into the battle. Alrighty, let's freaking go, baby! Oh boy! Alrighty, let's go! Very, very nervous, very, very excited for this game. Hypno and Sudowoodo looks like did not come, but we do see the Ogerpon. Okay, this is more or less the team than I expected. Very glad not to see Gold or Sky. That is very nice, I will say. Yeah, this is more or less the team that I expected. I will go ahead and lead Blackberry, just because I can and I want to. If we do see the Tinglu lead, I'm going to pray to God that it's not Choice Band Earthquake. The only Terra Captain is going to be the Ogerpon, which is really good to know. So, yeah, good luck, have fun to my opponent, and let's freaking do this. Heck yeah. Also, oh, an ATQ card! I also love that you can see the Bascu Legion in the background. That's kind of funny. Alrighty, so we're going to see all Ogre now. I was wondering if this was going to be the lead, which is perfect for me, because I'm leading Clodsire. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and set up my Toxic Spikes. You can try to taunt me, but that's going to fail because I have the Mental Herb, which is really great. We are just going to see the Raw Terra, which is good to know. So they are immediately Terraing this thing. It is going to be immediately Terra Water, which makes sense. Now, something to note, they cannot hit me with the Water type attack because I am Water Absorbed. Do they know that or not? I don't know. At least I don't think so. I think that's how that works, right? Hopefully that's how that works. Haha, nice try, baby! We are Mental Herb! Alright, so we got the Taunted, but now we reveal that we have the Mental Herb, which is absolutely perfect for us, and we just set up our Toxic Spikes. Let's go. Alrighty, I do kind of wish I kept my Stone Edge, but you know what? It's fine. Power Whip is going to do a chunk if they opt to go for it. I'm just going to click EQ and pray to God that they don't go for it. They do actually opt to hard swap, so we're probably going to see maybe the Rayquaza. We're going to see Nobunaga. I love you. I love you. You're amazing for this. What an absolute legend. Finally, somebody else who appreciates Pokemon Conquest. Thank you. If you have not played Pokemon Conquest, what are you doing with your life? I have a feeling we're going to see an EQ, and that's going to kind of suck. I think what I do here, I think I'm going to go into, okay, hold on. This thing is going to do a lot of damage to me. Okay. I'm going to go Champao. I'm going to go Champao. This might be a mistake, but I'm going Champao. All right, we're going to send in this thing. Let's see if they went for Swords Dance. All right, did you go for Swords Dance? You just went for Raw EQ. Okay, that's fine. All right, you probably have Extreme Speed if I had to guess. I go into Amanda Young. Also, they're definitely not Life Orb, which is good to know. I immediately hard swap. I go into Amanda Young here. Hopefully they don't Dragon Ascent me, because if they do, that's gonna hurt. No, they actually just hard swap. Okay, interesting. Rayquaza is definitely gonna be the hardest mon to beat. We're gonna see Legend come in, which is going to be this Arcanine. We're getting up to +1, which I won't lie is kind of nice. Okay, so, I mean, Drain Punch does half. Is there a reason I don't click it now? I think I'm just gonna click Raw Drain Punch. We could see Fluttermane come in, but we have an answer for that. We're gonna see the Willow. Really good play by my opponent. Also, this thing is Heavy Duty Boots as well. I did not realize that until just now. That is good to know. Alright, so we're gonna get a Drain Punch off. Does a decent chunk of damage. That's fine. This thing is mainly gonna be used as a Terapagos, switch in now, so I will go ahead and click U-turn. We could see them go for an attack here. I doubt they do that, though. We do actually see the heart swap, which is kind of what I predicted. Hopefully we don't see Terapagos come in. We're gonna see the Rayquaza come back in. That's fine. All right, this thing is gonna be by far and away the toughest Pokemon for us to take out. So I'm a little bit scared. This does give me a free switch into Dialga, and I can just click Draco, so that's exactly what I'm going to do, actually. I mean, I could also just click Rocks, which I'm kind of tempted to do, but I also don't want this thing to set up in my face. But I don't think you do that. I really don't think you're going to do that here. I'm going to set up my Rocks. I think you save this thing. That's my assumption anyways, and I have a feeling they're probably going to go into, like, maybe Ting-Lu or the Ogerpon Water. Again, I doubt they stay in. If they do stay in, that's a phenomenal play. We are going to see the heart swap. Okay, good. So we get our Rocks up for free. That is absolutely amazing. We're gonna see Invincible. Ooh, what's this mon? This is gonna be Ting-Lu. Okay, that makes sense. The Ting-Lu here makes sense. We are gonna get them poisoned, which is obviously very nice, and we are going to get up our Rocks. All right, so we set up our Rocks. I think here what I do, I am going to go ahead and click Draco. Actually, no, there's no reason for me to click Draco, right? I don't need to click Draco against this mon. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go into Water Balloon. Water Balloon! We're gonna go into Water Balloon! Yeah! Because I do still like the Eject Pack tech as a failsafe if we need it. So we are going to go into this thing. We're going to just see Raw Ruination. That's fine by me. All right, we do take a decent chunk of damage. I'm immediately going for the Sticky Webs because I can and I want to. We do have to fear the Terapagos. However, the thing about Terapagos is Annihilate just walls it, and it can't really do much about it, so I'm going to set up my webs. We do just see the raw EQ, so this thing definitely has speed investment, because I have enough speed to outspeed this thing if it doesn't have speed investment, so that's good to know. This thing does have speed investment. Maybe they were predicting me to Terra Water here, but now they realized, oh, I'm saving my Terra for JUMPLUFF. I think here I kind of want to just click Leech Life. I could very easily click Leech Life here, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. We are just going to see a raw Stone Edge. They do land it, which is a bit unfortunate. It is what it is. We are going to go down, so that's fine. We also see that they're going to continue getting chips from poison, which is really good. Now, here's the thing. Can JUMPLUFF 1v1 this? JUMPLUFF should be able to 1v1 this, as far as I know, so I think what I do, I'm gonna go into my Real Uber. You're in charge, Real Uber, let's go! And actually, Stone Edge does not KO me from this range, whereas if they do go for Throat Chop on the Terra, it would. So I think what I kind of want to do, I kind of want to go for an SD. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for SD. We do see the hard swap, so we are gonna set up our Swords Dance, which is very epic. We're gonna see Legend the Arcanine come in, so we're gonna actually just remain at +1. They're probably gonna go for a Willow if I had to guess here. Alright, so we reveal that we're SD. Haha, bada bing, bada boom. But the problem is, you're going to burn me, and I'm not going to enjoy that. So I will switch into Annihilate here, I think. Alright, we're gonna switch out here. We're gonna go into Annihilate here. This is gonna be an interesting next set of turns. Let's see what they do here. Alright, we are just gonna see Raw Flare Blitz, so this is gonna hurt. And by hurt, it does a decent chunk of damage, but that's fine. And we do show them that they get recoiled as well. I think what I do here, I need this thing. I do need this thing alive. I'm going to double into Blackberry. I'm going to double into Blackberry just because of the fact that I don't want this thing to die yet. I probably should have done this in the first place, but it's fine. All right, we send in Blackberry here. We're going to just see another Raw Flare Blitz. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That does a decent chunk of damage, but we're thriving. And I think here I just go for the Poison Jab. Yeah, I can go for Poison Jab pretty freely here. We're just going to see Raw Willow. That's fine. If I can get some things, if I can get this thing poisoned, if I can get other mons poisoned, that's fine. Next turn, I just click Recover, and I hope to God that this thing gets poisoned here with this Poison Jab. Poison Jab, bada bing, bada boom. Do we get the poison? Yes, we do. Let's go. All right, absolutely massive for us here. I just go ahead and click Recover because I can and I want to. All right, and also the fact that they haven't brought Rayquaza in tells me that they probably don't have the thing. We are just going to see a Raw Morning Sun. So this thing is Willow, Flare Blitz, Morning Sun, and then whatever final move. So that is something to keep in mind. We do get our Recover off, which is very nice. And I do think this is a 1v1 we will win. I don't think they swap in Rayquaza because I don't think it's Heavy Duty Boots. I'm going to Earthquake. I guess maybe I should have gone for Poison Jab instead on the chance they switch, but it is what it is. Ting-Lu could also very easily be a switch in here. They are going to hard swap here. Do they go Rayquaza, which is arguably the worst case scenario? They do go Rayquaza, which is the worst case scenario. Great. Okay, they do get hurt by rocks though, which is good. That's very good to know. Here's the thing with this mon, right? I think I do need to go for the Poison Jab, because I have a feeling they're going to go for SD here if they have it. They're going to try to set up sweep, so I'm going to Poison Jab here. Oh no, we just see a raw U-turn. Interesting. Okay, so we've seen U-turn. They surely have extreme speed. They have Earthquake as well. We're going to see Koops. This is a new mon. We're going to see that this is going to be Terapagos. Okay, so Terapagos is going to come in here. Let's see if you're heavy duty booties. You probably are. Either that or you're lefties. Okay, so you're probably lefties. All right, so getting some hazard chip is obviously very nice, and we also get the speed lowering as well, which is also quite nice. We go for the poison jab, which is obviously great and epic. All right, here every single time, I just go into Annihilate to prevent the rapid spin from going off. That's what I do here every single time. This is the whole reason I brought Annihilate, and that's what it's going to do. Really good bring with the Will-O-Wisp on the Arcanine as well, by the way. That was very smart. All right, so we are going to swap here. They do opt to stay in, which is good to note. And we're going to send in Amanda Young the Annihilate here. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see what you do here. You're just going to click Dazzling Gleam, which makes sense. It does a decent chunk of damage, but we do outspeed this thing now. I can freely go for a Drain Punch, which is obviously great. And the only thing that really wants to switch in reliably on that is going to be probably a different mod. So I'm going to click Drain Punch here to recover HP. I guess I should say Flutter Mane. And if I click Rage Fist on that play, if I go crazy with it, that'd be kind of low-key fire. Terapagos should not outspeed anything else on my team as well. The only thing I need to just keep in mind is that I don't have Clodsire out on the field because it will be able to fire off a Rapid Spin at that point unless I get Jumpluff in and Terra Ghost it. We are going to see the hard swap here. Do they go Flutter Mane? They go Wanda. That is going to be the Flutter Mane, so that's a really good play by them. All right, they go Flutter Mane here. The Flutter Mane gets poisoned, which is obviously really great, and their speed is going to drop as well, which is obviously very nice indeed. Go for Drain Punch doesn't affect. Imagine if we had clicked Rage Fist there, then this thing would actually be dead, I think. Even if we're burned, like that would have done a crap ton of damage. I do think I just go for Rage Fist now, unfortunately, just so that way that I can, you know, do a thing. Rage Fist would have KO'd this thing, by the way. We are just going to see Ramen Blast. That makes sense. I think I kind of want to go Dialga now, just to scare this thing out and just go full Hyper Aggro. We are going to see that it's hurt by Poison. Dialga can come in here for free, and so can Weaseltown. I think what I do here, I think I do need to go Weaseltown, so I will go ahead and go into Weaseltown. The reason being is because nothing wants to switch in against this Mon, and this thing can just claim a KO at this point. I go for a Crunch here every single time. The reason being is because if Arcanine comes in, which is what I assume would come in at this point, it's going to deal a crap ton of damage to Arcanine, even at -1, so that is what I do. They could also opt to let this thing go down as well, but this thing should never outspeed me because of even if it is Choice Scarf, because of how the webs work. It could be a Speed Tie. It could be a Speed Tie. Never mind. Do they risk the Speed Tie, though? That'd be kind of crazy if they risk the Speed Tie. And ultimately, even if they do risk the Speed Tie, I'm okay with this scenario just because of the fact that, you know, it is what it is. Chien-Pao is not going to get that many opportunities to really do things. I probably should have kept some HP. I probably shouldn't have let it. Okay, so they do opt to swap out here. I probably should have just let, I kept this thing alive a bit longer, but we're going to see the Legend come out here, which is going to be this thing. I have a feeling Crunch is going to two-shot, although Extreme Speed, they surely have Extreme Speed as their final move. I have to imagine. I go into Blackberry here every single time, and then, honestly, I think I might double into Dialga on the Terapagos switch. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I think I have to double into Dialga. Even if this thing opts to stay in, that's fine, I think. All right, let's see if you have Extreme Speed, because you might not. You might not have Extreme Speed. You can just go for a Morning Sun. That's fine. I now double into Dialga, hoping they switch into Terapagos. All right, I go Primal here every single time to catch the Terapagos on a switch in because they definitely don't want these items up. They are going to swap out. I'm guessing Terapagos is going to come in. We do see Terapagos come in. This was a great play by me. All right, so Terapagos is at less than half, which is good to know. And they are going to take some damage. All right, so I don't know what stats this thing is going to have. Earth Power, unfortunately, does not KO. I think I go for Heavy Slam because I doubt this thing is going to be max defense, max HP. I am going to go for Heavy Slam here. That's what I'm going to do every single time. If they somehow manage to live and they fire off the Rapid Spin, really good play. But, again, I don't think that's going to happen here. Especially because I don't think this thing is max defense. I really don't. Max HP? Very possible. But if it's just max HP, a Heavy Slam does minimum 40%. So that's also good to know. Alright, they are going to opt to hard swap, so they're going to try to save this thing. They're going to try to continue to save this thing. I guess this Ting Lu comes out? Yep, that is going to be Ting Lu. Okay. Ting Lu pops out. That's fine. I'm okay with this. They get caught in the sticky webs. That's fine. Heavy Slam is going to do Diddly Squat. That's, again, completely fine. We fire off our Heavy Slam. Bada bing, bada boom. I think now I will go ahead and burn my Eject Pack. I will go ahead and burn my Eject Pack. I go for Draco. We fire off our Draco. Bada bing, bada boom. Does a lot of damage, and this thing will go ahead and die to the poison, which is obviously quite nice. We switch out with the Eject Pack. Bada bing, bada boom. I go into Jumpluff here every single time. We could see the Arcanine come in, which would be annoying, but again, is what it is. We're going to see Ruination, and they do miss, unfortunately. All right, they do get HP recovery, but they should die here, I'm pretty sure. Do we see a death? Yes, we do. Tinglu goes down. All right, so Tinglu falls, which is all good with me. The Arcanine is going to be really annoying to deal with, especially if they burn me, though. We are going to see Legend come in here. They're probably going to try to burn me. I think what I do here, I Terra Ghost, and I just click Swords Dance, though. I think that's what I have to do. You know what? No, I go into Dialga here. The reason I go Dialga here is just because of the fact, A, there's not going to be a switch in for Dialga, B, that prevents Terapagos from coming in for free. Arcanine will not be able to do anything. The most it can do is Flare Blitz, and if it's like max attack Flare Blitz, it's doing 37 to 43%, so it can't even two-shot me. We're gonna go ahead and switch out our real Uber. If we can get Arcanine off the field, the Jumpluff unironically looks pretty solid. We send in Dialga here, which is obviously really great, and we are just going to see the double into probably Terapagos because they really want that thing to get the webs off of the game. They are going to send in Ogerpon, actually. Really well played. Alrighty, here I do think they are going to go for the low kick. I'm fully expecting low kick at this point. Unfortunately, we do not outspeed this thing, so it is what it is. They are going to get this Def boost as well. I go into Jumpluff here every single time, and then I just click Swords Dance or whatever other button I want to click at this point. Let's go real Uber! Yep, we do see the low kick here. I had a feeling that was going to come out. I think now what I do, I think I Terrastalize, and I think I Raw Terra... No, wait, do I do this yet? I could also just click Raw Seed Bomb. A Raw Seed Bomb is going to do a lot of damage. I think I just click Seed Bomb. We fire over Seed Bomb, bada bing, bada boom. That's a dead Ogerpon. All right, nice. I will take it. Jumpluff picking up a KO. We freaking love to see it. Let's go, Jumpluff. Not even set up either. That's just raw Jumpluff, baby. Raw Jumpluff just going nutty. We freaking love to see it, baby. We are going to see Legend come out here. I don't care. I'm switching into the Dialga every single time. You are running out of switches. You're running out of switches for Dialga at this point. The only reason I'm not going Claw Tire easier is because I need that Terapagos dead. We send in Primal here, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see what you go for. You just go for the Will-O-Wisp, which you do land. That's a bit unfortunate on Dialga, but that's honestly probably the best case scenario. All right, so Arcanine versus Dialga. A Draco Meteor should always KO, same with an Earth Power. I think I do go for the Raw Draco, because that punishes Rayquaza on the switch. That punishes this, because this thing will die. That punishes Terapagos. That punishes Fluttermane. So, or it doesn't pledge Fluttermane, but I have Heavy Slam for it. We are going to see the Raw Morning Sun. Hopefully this should KO this thing. Either that or we miss. That could also be amazing. We fire off our Draco. Boom! Does not quite pick up the KO, but that poison is going to take it out quite a bit lower. Does not quite pick up the KO, that's fine. I mean, regardless, you're going to have to go for the Morning Sun if you want to live. So yeah, you have to do this. I just spam Earth Power at this point now. We Earth Power, boom, bada bing, bada boom, does a lot of damage. If we get this Def Drop as well, that'd be amazing. The poison is still not going to take it out quite yet, but again, this is a losing game for you. I could also go nutty with the double Draco, and I think I kind of want to do that. So I'm going to do that, because maybe they switch in Rayquaza here on the Earth Power, which would be kind of crazy. Do it, I dare you. I double dog dare you. Also, Draco Meteor technically still does more, so that's good to know as well. I dare you to switch into Rayquaza. I dare you. I double dog dare you, baby. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. No, we just see the Flare Blitz. Honestly, it's probably best case scenario. I mean, Rayquaza's still going to be able to KO with an Earthquake, which is not the best, but that's fine. Best case scenario, they give me Terapagos. That would be amazing. We're going to see Koops. They give me Terapagos. Okay, I just fire off my Heavy Slam button. There's nothing that this thing can do to me. I just fire off my Heavy Slam because that will KO. So, Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam, bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. Terapagos goes down. All that's left is Rayquaza and Fluttermane. I think here they do have to go Rayquaza, which will KO me with an Earthquake. Unfortunately, we see Wanda. So this is going to be Fluttermane, which I am okay with. I go for Heavy Slam against this thing now. This thing might be able to pick up the KO versus me, which would make sense if it was. But if it does, I think this is a free switch into Jumpluff, actually. We do see the Moonblast. Does it KO? It does KO. I think I go Jumpluff and I SD. I think legitimately this is Jumpluff SD shenanigans. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jumpluff here. I'm gonna go Jumpluff here. This could be a mistake, but I don't care. I click SD, right? Yes, I do. I click SD. I don't Terra yet. Because of the fact we also outspeed, I don't click Terra yet because the only way a Power Gem can KO me if it's Specs, and it's not Specs. We go, well, yeah. Ooh, wait, that's Specs damage, I think. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I think... Do we lose the game now because of that? How did that KO? I'm so confused. I think that was... Okay, unfortunately, I think that was like a max roll. I think that was Choice Specs max roll, which sucks. I go for Ice Spinner here every single time. You guarantee are slower than me. So yeah, I go for Ice Spinner here. Bada bing, bada boom. You die. Perfect. Rayquaza has to go for the extreme speed, I think, at this point, if they have it, which they might not even have it. We see Nobunaga. You're going to take a lot of damage from rocks. Let's see here. Okay, it literally just comes down to whether you have extreme speed or not. I'm going to Ice Shard. Obviously, you have extreme speed. Duh. Alright, so we're gonna... Yeah, I think we lose this, unfortunately. I don't think there's any way we can win this. I go into Blackberry here. That was really well played by my opponent. Again, I think that was a roll. I think that was a roll to KO me with JUMPLUFF. And if I had gone Terra Ghost, which I should have done, I guess, in hindsight, but then Rayquaza would have been able to KO me, I think. Let me see, actually, just because I want to. Yeah, no, Terra Blast would not have KO'd from the range it was at, so I go for Recover here every single time. We just see a Raw Extreme Speed. Is this thing banded? This thing could be banded. It could be banded, in which case, we win this 1v1. I'm just going to keep clicking Recover on the off chance that they are banded. Canceled. Okay, I guess they were banded. I mean, I'm okay with that. That counts as a win for me. Cloudsire will technically pick up a KO there. Wow, okay, well, that was not the way I wanted to win, but that was my only out at that point. But yeah, that was choice banded Rayquaza, I guess. I mean, still, really well played by my opponent. I guess I should have gone Terra Ghost. I should have just clicked Terra Ghost. I guess in hindsight, that was the wrong play for me to make, but it is what it is. I feel kind of bad about that. That does suck. Again, I should have just gone Terra Ghost JUMPLUFF, then Terra Ghost JUMPLUFF would have won the game because Rayquaza wouldn't have been able to click Extreme Speed. Yeah, in hindsight, JUMPLUFF should have always done that. That should have always been the play, so that was my mistake. I should have played better with that. But that was still really well played by my opponent. GG's to my opponent. We will take the 1-0 victory where we can get it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's go, and JUMPLUFF put in work. Ha! Let's go! JUMPLUFF put in work in an Uber's league. I don't care what anybody says. JUMPLUFF could have won this game if I played it properly. But yeah, really well played to my opponent. Again, I'm sorry for that end game, but it is what it is. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really hope you all enjoyed this game. I apologize, it was a bit drawn out and a bit hacksy, but it is what it is. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!